Thank you very much, everybody. It's an honor to be here with this group of people. They're leading a revolution in business and in genius.
Shout out to Seven.
And in every
Appreciate
other
you.
word, I think you can imagine, there's never been anything like it. The most brilliant people are gathered around this table. This is definitely a high IQ group, and I'm very proud of them. I know all of them indirectly, and I know some of them very well, but I know everybody at the table indirectly through reading about you and studying, knowing a lot about your business. Actually, we're making it very easy for you in terms of electric capacity and getting it for you, getting your permits.
Somebody in the chat said, what is Bill Gates doing there? Well, you do know that Bill Gates is still a large shareholder in not only Microsoft, but he's invested in a lot of companies, not just tech. He's invested in garbage. He's invested in a lot of things. And so when you are a large shareholder, sometimes you even own board seats. And so whether you think that they're the CEO or not, it doesn't mean that they're not necessarily a tech boss. So remember that. Like, I'll give you an example. The Target CEO, they say all of the black people was all excited because the Target CEO, quote unquote, stepped down and they anointed a new CEO. So all the black women and all of the black people that was blackity black and Jamal Bryant and them that don't understand things from a business perspective, they all excited. See, look at the impact that we've had on Target. Well, he still is a large shareholder in Target, and he also has a board seat, and he's still involved in the company. So it doesn't mean that he's not impactful. It just means that he's not necessarily the face of the company. And Bill Gates absolutely has a huge, not only Bill Gates, a man that owned the Clippers. What's his name? The guy that just got caught. Where do you think he getting all of his billions from? The majority of his money comes directly from being a shareholder in Microsoft. Steve Ballmer. Alton Watkins says, Anton, bro, I don't trust Bill Gates, to be honest, but let's see where this goes. For whatever reason, you think that they care about whether you trust in them or not. You think, listen, I don't halfway trust the people that make my food. That's why I don't go in the kitchen, because I don't want to see what it looked like, because I'm gonna be like, you know what, I'm never going there again. It is what it is. Nobody cares about whether y'all trust in them or not, but you got to deal with them because you're integrated into the technological space that they've created for you.
We're leading China by a lot, by a great amount. And I just wanted to, the press was going a little bit crazy because they saw this group together. So I thought we would let you have a little access.
Thank you, Kerry.
Maybe describe some of the great things that you're doing.
Keep me on in the background, Kerry.
Mark, you're building some buildings that are as large as Manhattan. That was pretty good, right? It's pretty good. So I thought you'd say a few words, so we could take a couple of questions later, maybe. Mark, would you like to say a few words about the company?
Sure. Well, I mean, it's sorry, should I turn this on?
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for hosting us. I mean, this is quite a group to get together, and I think all of the companies here are building, just making huge investments in the country in order to build out data centers and infrastructure to power the next wave of innovation. So it's we don't often get together as the CEOs of the different companies, but it's good to see everyone.
How much are you spending, would you say, over the next few years?
Oh, gosh. I think it's probably going to be something like, I don't know, at least $600 billion.
And that's why they're there. And that's why they're there. Because you're looking at basically probably a collective spending of upwards of who knows how many seats is in there. $10 trillion in the room spent, right? Invested in the United States of America and AI. That's why they're there. Listen. Whether you're talking at the presidential level or you're talking all the way at the local level, this is what I will tell you. Money buys you a seat at the table. This is why you have to get you some money. This is why you have to get you some money. Money buys you a seat at the table. Do you know why the local politicians will listen to you? Is because you invested in a community. It's not that you just giving money to their campaign fund and nothing like that. It's not that. It's the fact that you're willing to spend money and invest it into the city that you in, that then buys you a seat at the table, because they can then use that and say, hey, listen, we doing deals to clean up this area, or listen, we got housing being invested in this area. And you know what? We got this community seat, or hey, this scholarship fund, the students and these, they want to take the picture. They want to leverage it. They want you to be able to invest. They want you to contract their friends to be an inspector on the job. Money buys you a seat at the table. That's the way it goes. It's called greasing palms. And the fact that Trump can then say, hey, listen, we got $600 billion from Meta that's being invested in the United States of America. He uses that as a talking point in order to illustrate the impact that he's having in the financial community to secure more votes, or to, you know what I'm saying, ensure that his legacy is continuing to be built. Money buys you a seat at the table. Your problem is that you only look at money from the lens of taking a woman out. It's not just about taking a woman out or treating her good or spending money on some chicks. Instead of spending money on chicks, start to get involved in local politics and then see how that plays out. Start to get involved in local politics and still see how that plays out. I will tell you this. Remember, y'all may not know this, right? You may not necessarily know this, but I'll give you this. See this watch that I have on right here? Still got the plastic on the back. See this watch that I got on right here? Let me tell you the type of person that I am. Remember, this is the second one that I bought. All right, this is my Sky Dweller. Rose Gold Sky Dweller. This is not the stunt. This is just, I'm just giving you the real. Rose Gold Sky Dweller. Right? This is the second one that I bought. I will tell you this, and this is a fact, and I put it on everything. I put it on my. I shouldn't be saying this shit. I'm not saying nothing. I'm not gonna say nothing. Somebody that I do business with, when I bought my first one of these, it was brand new. Somebody that I do business with, I gave it to him. I gave it to him. Big business person. Big business person. A big business person. And Rita was like, Anton, do you think you should give them this? I said, listen. We've done a lot of business together. We made a lot of money together. And she said, so what do you get out of it? I said, I get to make sure that I keep the relationship. I keep the relationship, because you looking at it as, oh, Anton, you just gave away $60,000. I look at it as, I just made $6-7 million. I'm not afraid to make sure that I keep people happy. I'm not afraid to make sure that I keep people happy. Most people only think about it from the lens of what they can get out of the situation. I don't think like that. I think about what value can I add into how can I make sure that I keep people happy in order to ensure that I continue to do business. Rob Rogus says, AD want to buy the person like, I guess he want to say he be, so a lot of people don't know how to type English correctly. AD want to buy the person like he be buying his wife in the Chasers. I guess you can look at it from that lens. I guess the fact that the Chasers rock with me regardless, that wouldn't make no difference. Or the fact that they don't even let me pull out my wallet, that could be a ding. Or maybe the fact that my wife was with me when I was broke, that could possibly be a thing. But small-minded people, Jerry, don't worry about it. It's okay. We don't worry about that. Small-minded people think small-minded, right? That's why they are in their profile picture smoking. That's why they do stuff like that, because if you were actually focused and you would understand that everything that I do is intentional. The fact that I use my real name on here is an intentional thing, right? The fact that, see, even if you did smoke, you shouldn't say that out loud to people, because that changes the perspective of the narrative of how they see you. That's something that you should be doing in your private time. See, I don't look at when people say stuff as a slight. I look at it as a teaching opportunity, because they just don't know. Maybe roguish is just ignorant, meaning that he doesn't know any better. So maybe he needs to be educated, right? Maybe he needs to be educated. Everybody is looking for something from somebody, but the people that wind up doing the most business is the ones that actually add value into the group. You can't network effectively if you don't add value into the group. You can't get into a sorority or a fraternity if you don't pay your dues. You can't go to the country club if you don't pay your dues. There's always going to be a barrier to entry. They want to know, how do you get it? You can't get into certain schools unless you pay your dues. And nowhere, in no place in the world do you have an opportunity to continue to advance and make more money unless you pay your dues. That's just the way that it is. It costs to be the boss. Even the criminals understand that you got to pay the police officers, and you got to pay the politicians, and you got to continue to make sure that you pay to play, and you got to watch the money. Everybody understand that. The criminals, the politicians, everybody understand that it's about pay to play. That's just life. That's life. You think that they put that name on that college campus because of the person and he's just a nice person? No, it's because he donated $250 million to renovate the library or some dumb junk like that. It's a teaching opportunity. But people that got a tight pocket, people that always is clutching their pearls, men that clutch their purse and clutch their pearls, they never grow. They never grow. They like that. See, no, look, he says, no other man will just give their cash away a month to AD. What do you mean? I got people that super chat me every day. It's a value add. What you think that they make sure that they spend their money with me because I just be talking junk? No, they spend their money with me because they know that I'm a value add. And I could say that out loud. I could say that out loud because it is what it is. And there is nobody in here that is a part of the Bag Chasers. I got almost 19,000 people in the Bag Chasers, and ain't none of them tripping about it. Ain't none of them ever complain. You ain't never seen nobody get online and complain about being a part of the Bag Chasers. Never. You've never heard that before. In over 5 years, you've never heard that before. Why? Think about it for a second. Let's get back to it.
Through 28 in the U.S. Yeah.
It's a lot.
No, it's significant.
That's a lot. Thank you, Mark. It's great to have you.
Thank you.
Great to have you. David, you know, you've done a wonderful job in working with the White House, a great expert. Would you like to say a few words?
Thank you, Mr. President. It's a great honor to work here at the White House and to work for you. You really care about this industry and all Americans, and I think you've done a tremendous amount already to unleash our innovators and also help build out the infrastructure of the country. And it's doing a lot, not just for tech companies, but for ordinary working Americans, the construction industry, the trades, electricians, carpenters. There's a boom happening right now in AI because of what President Trump has done in terms of stimulating investment. It's going to benefit all Americans. So it's really a thrill to be part of. And this is a really incredible group that you've assembled here. And it's like I said, it's just a great honor to have a foot in each one of these worlds and being part of it. So thank you.
Thank you very much. And Sergey, you were saying a lot in the Oval Office. I figured just somebody that likes to speak with his really wonderful MAGA girlfriend.
Let me show you. You see that? You see that? Hey, hold on. Y'all not paying attention. Y'all so busy getting caught up in the press conference itself. Y'all not paying attention. When Trump mentions him, these are literally billionaires, a round table of billionaires. When Trump mentions him, his girl starts scratching his back. Hey, look at that baby. Look at that baby. You see that? Let me show you.
Much. And Sergey, you were saying a lot in the Oval Office. I figured just somebody that likes to speak with his real.
Get you a girl that do that when you win. If your girl ain't doing that, if your girl not trying to make sure that you winning, I don't want her. I don't want her around me. I'm so happy for you, baby. I'm so happy. Get you a girl that do all of that. You know what I'm saying? If your girl not doing that, if your girl just always upset when you come home trying to figure it out, then don't bring her with you. You can't take her to the White House. Get you a girl that always say stuff like, this is your moment that you worked so hard for. I'm so proud of you. Get you one of them. Raw, here we go again. Roguish wants my hey man, listen, bro. I gave you your 5 minutes. I gave you like 6 minutes of my attention. Bro, I'm only playing pickleball with the ladies, bro. That's it. I only want to play pickleball with the women. I don't want to play pickleball with men. I'm not interested, bro. So I know that you want my attention. I appreciate you for subscribing. I appreciate you for being in here and chatting with the people. But you got to get a lady sometime, bro. I like ladies on my nuts. I don't like guys on my nuts. I like the ladies that be around me playing with my pickleball. You know what I'm saying? So give me some room, bro. Breathe, big dog. You know what I'm saying? You the type of nigga that be, you in the spot and you in your section and the ladies is trying to get into your section and there's some big roughneck nigga. Hey, I want to meet Anton. Dog, let the ladies do what they do. You know what I'm saying? God, Jesus, bro. Let the ladies be around me. Don't be one of them niggas that always want some attention, always trying to break, I see you, bro. Yo, what up, though? I took a picture with you. I flicked it up. I gave you a selfie. Yo, this is him. Yeah. Who is he? Yeah. What's going on? I shook your hand, my nigga. I gave you some attention. Now let the ladies in, bro. Go. It's a whole lot of women in here. Go get you one. You could be talking to all of the different women in here, and you so focused on me, man. What you want me to do? You want me to pour some liquor in your mouth like this, my nigga? Want me to give you a bottle too? You want me to give you a bottle? What you want? Some rosé? Jesus, bro. Fuck. It's a whole lot of women in here.
Wonderful MAGA girlfriend. So would you like to say a few words?
Well, babe, do you want to say something?
I truly, every time I'm here or in your presence, I'm so grateful. So thank you. It's like,
Thank you.
I can't believe it every time, like the inauguration here. I think you're doing amazing work.
Thank you very much.
We actually were just with Leonardo.
Leopold. Shevenson,
He's
yeah,
one- sorry,
he's
I
in
wanted to
Venezuela.
Right.
And you're
the
applying a
leaders
lot
of
of
the
pressure
opposition.
to Maduro. And I think that's phenomenal for an
Amazing.
American president to actually be applying pressure there in Venezuela and then hopefully in Cuba and so forth. So there's a lot of civil rights work that you're leading. We didn't get a chance to mention. I also just wanted to mention, we don't have to get into all the details we talked about in the Oval Office, but I think it's a real incredible inflection point right now in AI, and the fact that your administration is supporting our companies instead of fighting with them. It's hugely important. Obviously, it's a global race, and I think we're at the cusp where these AI models are about to become profoundly useful, kind of beyond the, okay, wow, it's cool, can do that, but actually day-to-day incredible utility, incredible productivity. So very grateful for your administration support.
Well, you had a very good day yesterday. Google had a very good day yesterday. And do you want to talk about that big day you had yesterday?
I'm glad it's over.
I already know what he about to talk about. Hey, turn your microphone on, bro. This is the CEO of Google. I think Sergey is one of the co-founders of Google, if I'm not mistaken. But this is the CEO of Google that's talking right now. I want to see if he's gonna turn his mic on.
Don't forget, Biden was the one that prosecuted that lawsuit. You know that, right?
Look, it's a long process. I appreciate that your administration had a constructive dialogue, and we were able to get it to some
Right.
resolution. I would echo what Sergey said. I think the AI moment is one of the most transformative moments any of us have ever seen or will see in our lifetimes. So making sure the U.S. is at the forefront, and I think your administration is investing a lot. Already the AI action plan under your leadership, I think, is a great start, and we look forward to working together, and thanks for your leadership.
Great job you're doing. Incredible, really, job.
You know what? You know what he's saying? Google had a good day yesterday. Let me see if I can pull it up. Let me see. This is what's happening. All right. I'm going to share it. Google's new price target after a big win from the Department of Justice. The ruling is also prompting a boost in other big tech name price targets. When you say price target, and this is why y'all need to make sure y'all inside of the Patreon so we can talk to y'all about this. It says, we are joining forces across Wall Street who are lifting their alphabet price targets following Tuesday night's antitrust case ruling by the Department of Justice. While the ruling means that Google must open up competition in online search by sharing more data with competitors, it cannot enter into exclusive contracts for search. It can still pay for search engine inclusion. So basically, the Department of Justice, which the new price target is $250 over $220, the Department of Justice was suing. Well, first they was using Google as the basis for their lawsuit, and they were also going to come after Apple, but they were suing Google over antitrust and trying to say that there was no competition. It was much more difficult for their competitors to compete against them in online search. And one of the propositions was that they were proposing that Google have to sell off Chrome. Now, if you don't think that them having a relationship, and one of the reasons that they are bending the knee, them having a relationship with the Trump administration absolutely probably played into the Department of Justice antitrust case that was filed against them during the Biden administration, but is now being resolved in the Trump administration that allows for them to continue to basically go and settle the lawsuit while at the same time paying a small fine. They probably spent more on lawyers than whatever they got to spend in a fine, paying a small fine while at the same time just open up the data for their competitors. If you don't think that that plays a role, and this is one of the reasons why you play your position. It's not about whether or not I'm a man or a woman or any of this type of stuff. It's about whether or not you're going to do the best thing for your shareholders. That's what it's about. And you see Trump, he ain't even had it. He said, listen, y'all had a pretty good day yesterday, didn't y'all? Y'all had a pretty good day yesterday, didn't y'all? That's what he said.
Lisa, how about you?
Well, Mr. President, it's such an honor to be here, and the incredible work that your administration has done to support the semiconductor industry. You know, we're building the brains behind all of the wonderful AI that's being built here. And I think the amount of acceleration that we've seen just in the few short months that the administration has been in place is really, we're so grateful for that support. And we had a wonderful event this afternoon with the First Lady's support of the AI education plan. So I think the main message is we are all in to make sure that America wins the AI race, and it's an honor to be here.
Thank you very much. Great job you're doing too. Amazing job. What you've done in a short period of time. Really amazing. And I see somebody down there, Bill, from Microsoft that has done a pretty good job too. I'll tell you what, I had that stock, it was 28, and now it's about 500 and something. I don't know. It's what a job you've done. Would you say a few words about your company?
Absolutely, Mr. President. Thank you so much, obviously, for bringing us all together and the policies that you have put in place for the United States to lead. And one of the things that I think has made this industry unique is not only the innovation, but it's the market access that you have obviously championed for us all over the world, and also the trust the world has on American technology. I think that everything that you're doing in terms of setting in place the platform where the rest of the world can not only use our technology, but trust our technology more than any other alternative is perhaps the most important issue.
I want to get over to the questions with the reporters. Where's the questions at?
Or gene editing and
Let's talk. Let's hear what Bill Gates said.
help
AI. And so I deeply appreciate you, your
Like to say a few words?
well, I'm in the second phase of my career, giving away all the wonderful money that Satya's good work has helped multiply a lot. But I think the thing that ties my first career that I
You
still
hear what he
spend
said?
some
So
time on.
the CEO of Microsoft currently was the one that was basically just speaking, and they continue to multiply what it is that he's making. And so now what he's basically saying is he's giving his speech. But again, he's a huge shareholder in Microsoft. Let me just look this up really quickly. How much of his portfolio does he still have in Microsoft? The foundation alone, Bill Gates has over 66% of his foundation's $44 billion still invested in Microsoft. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Because AI is so phenomenal. And my second career is innovation, innovating in health in areas like vaccines or gene editing. And the president and I are talking about taking American innovation to the next level to cure and even eradicate some of these diseases. He mentioned polio, which is one that we're close. We don't need new science on that one. For some like HIV and sickle cell, we do need new science, but the U.S. Has the seeds that in the same way that Warp Speed took those seeds and put them together, I think something fantastic can be done. AI for our foundation is that we want a doctor for everyone in Africa through AI. We want farmers to have incredible advice and, kids to have a chance to learn. So the work being done by the people at this table is changing the world. It's, coming fast. So it's great. We all get together and talk about how the U.S. can lead in this key area and apply it even to the poorest outside the U.S. as well as to our great citizens. So thank you for incredible leadership, including getting this group together.
Thank you, Bill. That's very nice. Tim Cook, you've done an incredible job with Apple, little company called Apple.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Very, very few people have been able to do what you've done. Congratulations.
Thank you,
Please.
sir. That means a lot to me.
I will also tell you that all of the girls that they got with them look the same. All of them is not over 150 pounds. I know y'all don't want to have this part of the conversation, but it's Friday, and so I'm going to talk about it. It's not a woman in the room that's over 150 pounds. That's just the facts. Probably not even over 140. It's not a woman in the room, whether you like them or not, that's over 150 pounds. That's just the facts. Now, you can sit here and argue with it. You can go back and forth. You can feel some type of way about it. But I'm telling you that it's not a woman in that room that's over 150 pounds, no matter what guy they with. White hair, curly hair, short hair. Not a woman in that room is over 150 pounds, and all of them dudes is billionaires. So, you know, we the only community that's going to sit there and argue with that nonsense. The only one. Let me see if it's any questions that they were taking.
Pro-innovation president. It's a
that's the
very
open
refreshing-
AI.
We are all different. That is the thing that.
Let me also say this. We don't need to go through no questions. We don't need to go through no questions. Elon Musk is not in the room. I just noticed that. Elon Musk is not in the room. Have y'all noticed that?
That binds us all.
I think I'm gonna do I just want to let y'all know I'm probably gonna do a Friday stream. I mean a Saturday stream too, but we'll figure that out by the end of the show.
Together.
And Tim, how much money will Apple be investing in the United States? Because I know it's a very lot, and it's you know, you were elsewhere and now you're really coming home in a big way. How much money will you be investing?
600 billion.
600 billion. Right? It's a lot of jobs.
We're very proud to do it.
That's great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thank you,
it.
sir.
Sam, you're a big leader of a very new industry at a very young age. You're a young guy. Do you want to tell us about what you're doing? You told me things before that are absolutely unbelievable. So what are you doing?
First of all, to echo the comments of Tim and others, thank you so much for getting us all together. And thank you for being such a pro-business, pro-innovation president. It's a very refreshing change. We're very excited to see what you're doing to make all of our companies and our entire country so successful. The investment that's happening here, the ability to get the power in the industry back in the United States, I think this will set us up for a long period of great success leading the world. And I don't think that would be happening now without your leadership. We're very grateful to be able to build our company here, to build data centers here, to build the entire AI industry and lead the world in the United States. Echoing many other people's comments, I think this will transform the world in a profound way. And I think it really will be to the United States' advantage to be able to lead the world this way. The event that the First Lady hosted today about education was really wonderful. And watching what AI is doing even today for education and so many other industries is really great. So thank you so much for enabling this. We will invest a ton in the United States, and we will do our best to make sure that we continue to lead here.
That's right. Thank you. Hundreds of billions of dollars, and it's going to be well worth it. And you have an unlimited market, right?
It seems like it.
Come to think of it, how much is Google investing?
We are well north of $100 billion. In the next 2 years, it's $250 billion.
That's great. That's great. Great. We're proud of you. Very good. Thank you. A lot of jobs. Yeah, good. What about Microsoft? That's a big number.
I'd say each year we are close to, in the United States, around $75 to $80 billion.
Good. Very good. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Would anybody like to say anything? You have a lot of geniuses on my right. Some young, some not so young. Mostly young, come to think of it. Yes, please.
I just wanted to echo everyone's comments. I think we've been just very impressed with how this administration has really embraced AI. And I think that in addition to the infrastructure, the most massive infrastructure built in history, I mean, we're talking 10x the size of the Apollo program. I think also, to me, the most important thing is what AI will do for all of us. And I think that there's been a choice of whether to approach it with optimism. And I think that that's what I've really seen from this administration. So I just wanted to say thank you for that.
Great job you're doing. Incredible job you're doing. I know every inch that you're building, and I can't believe it. They're big, the biggest buildings ever. You know, we talked about 100-story buildings. These buildings blow them away, right? So I just want to, they're more lateral than they are up and down, but they blow everything away. So congratulations. Would anybody like to say anything, please? Satya? Would you like to go, Safra?
This is a most incredible time. AI is going to change everything. You hear all of us saying that, but the fact that you are our president and you recognize this right away and you've unleashed American innovation and creativity. All the work you're doing in basically every cabinet post, in addition to what's coming out of the White House, is making it possible for America to win. Today's event that was spearheaded by our wonderful First Lady, focusing on education, is the center of where we need to go, because it is all of these young people who can't be afraid of new technologies. They literally have to embrace it and make America even stronger. And that focus was very, very critical. And I think this is the most exciting time in America ever, at least that I remember. So thank you. Thank you for everything you're doing.
Thank you very much. I appreciate saying hello to everybody, Larry and everybody else. It's an amazing company that you're involved with and running. I just want to thank everybody for being here. I want to thank the media. They've been very nice lately, although I'm still here. So we have to. They made a couple of bad predictions. That was not good. I've never had that feeling before. I went to an event and people are coming up to me and saying, "You're still here." I said, "What do they mean by that? I didn't hear about this." But anyway, I do. The press has been great in terms of this industry, and they understand the importance of it. This is taking our country to a new level. We're leading the world. We're leading China, but we're leading the world by a lot. And we're leading it because of the people around the table. And all I can do is implement and make it a lot easier for you. And I'll be doing that 100%.